Welcome, listeners, to the first edition of 3x3 Hustle Hype. This is your host, 2019 FIBA 3x3 Asia Cup gold medalist and 4 times Perth Wildcats NBL champion, Greg Heyer, and very excited to launch the very first 3x3 Hustle Hype podcast. The concept of the podcast, very simple, talking all things FIBA 3x3. We'll be joined by international 3x3 superstars, discuss the games, talk about the differences in 5-on-5, talk about their personal journey and plenty more. And in our very first episode, I'm very excited to welcome women's number 2 ranked FIBA 3x3 player, former world number 1. I'm sure she'll reclaim that hopefully in the near future, and that's French Migna Toure. And if you could correct me if I'm wrong, how do you pronounce your name?
Yeah, it's okay. Hello, guys. Hello, everybody.
How are we?
Great. I'm great. In my quarantine, I'm good.
And how are you doing in the current COVID-19 climate?
I try to really take care of me because for me it's like a time to try to recover, to rehab, and to work on myself. So every day I try to do some stuff like yoga, stretching, a lot of lift.
Yeah, sure.
Just to be first of all don't burn, and to be in shape.
Sure. And we'll take it all the way back. Obviously, we spoke about you being number 2 ranked, but obviously last year and saw a nice little plug for the Jordan brand and being the Women's Series MVP and 2-time FIBA 3x3 Europe Cup winner. And obviously it was firsthand to see you guys win gold in Amsterdam, an unbelievable performance by yourself and by the girls. How did you get into 3x3?
It was like after my years in the club, I was injured, and the only way for me to come back at the competition was to play 3x3 with my college.
Sure.
So I went really happy because it was hard time for me before, and it was just enjoying to come back in the game. So I played national championship of the college, nationals. Yep. I finished third, and for me the most feeling that I feel at this moment, it was like I have no more injuries. So I say, okay, every tournament that I can do, I will do it, because I really enjoyed the way the 3x3, the pleasure and stuff like this. So after the nationals, I went to the nationals all teams. It was in my hometown, near my hometown, Clermont-Ferrand. And there I played good with my sisters and some friends. We finished third again. And the coaches, Richard and Karim Souchu, they saw me and they say, yes, you represent the 3x3 game, so we might call you after. So next year I have been called to be part of the national team.
How does it feel? I mean, like looking at the social media and the adverts, I mean, I feel like the French team is the face of women's 3x3. I mean, I look at the numbers, I think 4 of you are in the top 6, so correct me if I'm wrong. World Cup champions. And I mean, how does it feel, I guess, to be the face of 3x3?
It's like I'm really glad because as a country we represent the best women in the world, and it's like we are kind of family. We share a lot of emotion, a lot of stuff inside. So for me, I'm really glad and to see how much we are so good. And even if we are like the European, my team from European, there is more. There is some guys who played in the U23 Nations League. There is a lot of guys behind us. So it's a really competitive group. So I'm really proud of it. I'm glad to be part of this.
Highlights thus far? I mean, obviously the World Cup. Obviously when the Europe. What stands out so far in your 3x3 career? What's meant the most in terms of winning?
What is the most what?
Your highlights in terms of winning.
My best highlight about 3x3. That's it.
Yeah.
For me, it was. It was sorry, but it was winning against Australian team for the bronze medal because it was tough to react after a loss for the final.
Sure.
And it asked us a lot of efforts, and we played twice against Australia, and we know how much it was. It was really tough, and the pleasure, the sensation of winning this good team was a lot. And after it was European.
I want to talk to you there. You have that semi-final. Did you lose to Hungary? Was it in the semi?
Yes, Hungary.
Yeah, so you've obviously, and it was all in a day, and you lose to Hungary, and you've got that. Oh, we just missed out on a gold medal, and only a few hours later turn it around to then play Australia. I mean, how can you talk about those emotions of, unfortunately, you've lost and you don't have 3x3, you got to turn it around quickly. How'd that feel to be on the brink of a gold medal to then, winning bronze?
We were like really disappointing because our goal was to be first. And in our mind, at the beginning, it was to play Australia at the final. First, it was like this. I won't deny. But 3x3 is like each game is one story, unique story. So we lost against Hungary. Then I remember we go back in the lounge and we was like this, facing everybody, and we said, okay, we fucked up on the semi, but now we have a chance to go back with a medal. So we pass. We move on and be focused on the next and last game. We say, okay, we cannot be frustrating. We cannot be light on our efforts. And we say, okay, it's one last game, 10 minutes, and we didn't think about the Australian. We think about us.
Yep. And 2 months later, you played in the Europe Championships. Did you win gold?
Yes,
twice.
So
reverse around. Yeah, okay. And how was that?
It was tough again because we last year in 2018 we were European champion. So at this time in 2018 we weren't comment j'ai attendu expected, yes. Yeah. But in 2019 we were expecting because of the summer. All the summer we did was really good. So everybody knows that we didn't come for chill. So every game were really tough. Just before the European, we played the women's series.
Yeah.
In Hungary with a Hungary team who we know their story. Yeah. So it was a long way. We played again against Spain.
Yep.
We won after overtime.
Yep. Wow.
It was a lot of emotions, a lot of pride, and a lot of smile because we did it again.
Go back to Australia, and obviously, I thought they would obviously make the gold medal game as well, and unfortunately lost to China in that matchup. What do you see as their strengths and and you said that before, you thought you'd verse in the final. Why did you think that? And just, what makes them exciting to play against?
Australian team is a really, really good team because individually first, they have good player. And each one of them have good strengths.
Yep.
Garrick is really good at shooting, taking one-on-one. Alain is not Alain. Cole.
Brawling or Koenig? Alice Koenig?
Alice Koenig, yes, she's tough. She can play like as a guard and as a tall one. And Rebecca Cole is really, really tough. She has good shoulders, and she has the spirit to go and go to the basket every time. So they are, in French, we say rouleau compresseur. It's like
I learned
they go
something
like
every
this
day.
and don't care who is in front of them. So they're a really good team. Really
And
good.
fast forward this, because they were in your pool for the qualifying tournament, correct? Yeah, for the Olympics. I mean, how's your mind shift? I mean, now you've got to wait. No one even knows when the qualifying tournament's going to be. How's your mind shift changed?
In our mind, it's like we are focused on the goal, not goal, but on the goal. So we don't care about who is on our group. We just need to focus on ourselves and try to be at the Olympics, no matter what.
Yeah, and that's the main goal.
Yeah, it's the main goal, because we are working for this since 2-3 years. So for us, it's like for us and for every athlete, it's a goal to go to the Olympics. So yes, we really focus on this and try to be in shape and ready for this every day, even if it's now in 2021.
Yeah,
we will see.
And I take it, but I mean, the growth of women's 3x3 obviously was pretty big last year. I mean, the introduction of the women's series. Can you talk about what was 2 years ago to what it is now and all that?
Yeah, 2 years ago, I was with my friends trying to participate to every tournament that I can in my country or abroad. I remember I went to Prague, to Bucharest, everywhere. It was really good, but not clearly defined as a really good tournament.
It's sport,
the pleasure, the game, the atmosphere of 3x3 was here, but not really the
competition.
Competition. Yes. And last year, when the FIBA 3x3 said it's going to be a women's series, the higher competition about the level for women, I was first of all really exciting, really, really proud, and I feel like it's like men when they make the world tour. So it's like really, really glad to be first year, and yes, it was really good. Every country, every team, every tournament, everybody improved, and it was really good to be part of this.
Favorite place to play so far?
I liked Bucharest, even if we lost them there. I love this place because it remind me good memories. They were challenger, men challenger at this time. I like Yekaterinburg because as a woman, I like the team who plays in EuroLeague. We were just in the gym. There was a challenger too. We won against Russia, the host. Well, I like to play abroad.
The camaraderie, I think, in the French national team is pretty special too. Like the men's team, especially at the World Cup, was supporting you guys. I mean, they were loud. I mean, super loud. I mean, do you agree with that? There's just a really good national pride, I guess, with the whole country.
Yeah, it's the specificity of 3x3, and as the French team, I think we represent it good. Everybody, because we are all supporting each other, and if men are playing, we are behind them. If we are playing, they are here. It's a 3x3 family, really.
And go back now 5-on-5, and so are you still playing 5-on-5?
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, what's and we know the speed and the physicality of 3x3 is so much different. But I mean, the very first time I ever played 3x3, like I was like, what is going on? I mean, it's a different world. I mean, how do you see that difference? And then the other side, how does your game translate so well? I mean, you're number 2, but former number 1. I mean, what do you see that those differences in the game?
For me, 3x3 makes me more responsible.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody can hide when you play 3x3. That's why, first of all, I love it.
Yeah.
And coming from the 5-on-5, it makes you do some more than what you do in 5-on-5. I mean, if you're only a shooter, in 3x3 you cannot be just a shooter. You need to defend, you need to offense, you need to be ready to play against everybody.
Yeah.
No matter offense or defense. Yeah, for me it's more responsible. You have more confidence.
Yeah.
Yes, for me
have you seen like when you play 3x3, it's translated back well for 5-on-5, and you play with a little bit more confidence and more freedom?
Yeah. I became more confident of myself. I know, like, if I have a little gap or space, I will take it because I love it first.
Yeah.
And we become more tough because 3 is tougher. The rules and the referees are not the same as 5-on-5. And I think it's a balance. It's hard for us when we come back in 5-on-5 because we are too much tough. That's just
no fouls.
The main, yeah.
Why do you think you've been so good? Just because of that physicality?
Me?
Yeah, I mean, because you've been very successful. I mean, why do you think you've been so successful?
I think I love so much the game, and I feel free when I play 3x3. That's why I'm better when I play as free as I can. And for me, it's like everything that I see on the highlight, on the main videos, when I see Kevin Durant and stuff like this, I want to do the same. So 3x3 is my it's my time to do as my idol.
Yeah. Some great. I mean, and this is a tough time, right? I mean, obviously, we're in isolation and lockdown and all that sort of stuff. How are you keeping up your conditioning, like right now? And I mean, you've got to be fit to play 3x3. How are you doing it right now?
I try to be really focused on my food. How I eat. Try to be every time hydrated, and I think I have not talents, but my speed is already here. Cardio is hard, so when we're gonna do a 5-on-5 to 3x3, we work a little on our cardio because efforts are shorter but more intense. So we try to intermittent.
Yep.
And to be ready to put the energy in the right effort. So yes, to be a 3x3 player, it demands to be athletic or endurance.
Yep.
Endurance and yes, to be ready to have some contact, to fall, to come back and transit a lot.
So I want to ask you a question, okay? French play in the Olympics, 5-on-5, and say 3x3, and you're a star in 3x3, and the coach from the 5-on-5 asks you, do you want to play 5-on-5, in your role, or do you want to play 3x3? What are you going with?
That's my dream. First of all, I'm Olympic. Really, I want to play both. If I need to choose.
Tough one.
I think I will be more funnier, more free if I play 3x3. But I'm a basketball player, so if I play whatever, I will do.
Yeah. Now, obviously, done my research. You're a bit of a sneakerhead. What basketball shoes are you wearing? Basketball shoes.
Yeah.
And what are your favorite 3 kicks?
Kobe 6.
Yeah, you're wearing now?
But I don't have it for now. But I remember it's my all-time best shoes, and I'm really mad on myself because I should have bought many more.
Yeah, of course.
I'm waiting. I hope they will make on the shop.
Yep.
And that I can buy it. But yes, I like Kobe 6. And for now, I like Under Armour.
Yeah, okay.
They're really, really good, yeah. For my profile,
Yeah.
I have small calves. I'm always like this. Yeah. And they fit good with my feet, so I'm really comfortable on this.
Yeah, no, awesome. Pre-game hype list. What are you listening to before the game, music-wise?
Yeah, I'm the DJ of the team. So
yeah. Oh, you're DJ.
Yeah. I'm pretty good on this song. I like to listen Afrobeats, like music will make you dance. I like to listen to breaks. My shit is nice forward, even if it's like some years ago now. I like this song. Rihanna, Burna Boy. Well, no, I like some music who makes me feel good. Yeah. That's why I'm becoming ready. As a team, the European team, we like Aya Nakamura. It's international Aya Pookie.
I'll have to look it up. I don't even know what that is. Send me a link.
You don't know Aya?
No.
Aya is a girl who singer. Oh, Jaja. Jaja. You don't know?
Nah.
Oh. No, she's international.
Yeah, okay. I'll look it up. That's part of this. I got to get immersed. I got to learn a little bit more. Rumor, you're a hairdresser?
Me? Yes, can be sometimes.
Yeah. Is that that's your because obviously you're working full time, but you're cutting some hair as well? Yeah, okay.
I try to practice.
Yeah. And talk to me. I mean, obviously saw that social media video about COVID-19 relief in Africa. I mean, what's your culture, your history, your background?
I am a human who is really involved in those cause.
Yep.
So I come from Mali. My both parents are from Mali. So for me, it's like I don't forget my roots, and I try to help as I can. And yes, with this moment about the coronavirus and stuff like this, I try to help as I can. So I am an ambassador of some associations like Giving Back, Sabunuma, and Alima. So we try to help as much as we can to help our country.
Mali playing 3x3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you gone and been involved in any way?
No, but they asked me when I was a little bit younger to play with them, but I was already with a French team. And as a player on 5-on-5 now, it's like when you play with
you're locked
if
in.
I play Ali, my
no more.
My license won't be the same. So for me, it's out.
How did they do Africa Cup? They would have had that last year, right?
No. It was Egypt.
Oh, Egypt won. Yep.
Yeah, but yes, they try to improve, and I appreciate the way Africa is getting better, and improving on every sport, especially 3x3. And 5-on-5, I went to Ivory Coast, and there is a lot of talent there. Yes, I can't wait to see them
they grow, improve.
And my only bad feeling, I don't know if it's the good word, but in the qualifying tournament for the Olympics, there is no African team.
Okay.
So I'm a little bit
not even the other qualifying tournaments. There's none. That's a shame.
I'm not sure, but
I
know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, awesome. we'll wrap it up. But I just want to thank you, obviously, for being involved and being our very first guest on 3x3 Hustle Hype.
You guys.
Unbelievable to talk to you. I learned some music, so I'll get there. So I appreciate it. I just want to wish you good luck. Obviously, hopefully, good luck to qualify for the Olympics. Not over Australia, but I hope you guys get there as well. I'm sure you will. You're an unbelievable talent. It's actually enjoying to watch you and the French girls go at it. You're an absolute beast. So thank you on behalf of us. For everyone else, please tune in to head to our social media links, 3x3 Hustle on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Tune in for next week for our next guest. But thank you again, Migna. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure. My pleasure too.
Thank you.
Ciao, guys.